Hello everybody, my name is Voyadex, welcome back to another ROBLOX Tech Review video. In today's video I'm reviewing Workspace Technologies Boeing 747-8i. Now if anyone remembers from Avia Awards, Workspace Technologies was in one of the categories for Tech Group and unfortunately they came second place. But however, this Tech Group has been very important in the ROBLOX Aviation community. This is because they're selling aircrafts for free in very high tech. And I got to say, this is actually quite interesting to see an actual tech group, supporting ROBLOX Aviation and of course supporting smaller airlines and developers, and of course those on a low budget. So anyway, what we're going to do, if you've not watched these tech review videos before, we're going to talk about the features listed on their Discord, then we'll go back onto the game, have a look around the aircraft ourselves, that means looking at the exterior and of course the interior, and then we move on to the first officer kit and of course the captain pilot seat, and we give it a little test fly, and then I give my final feedback, so let's go. So I'm moving on to the features about the aircraft, the Boeing 747-8i. Now there is a bit of information on the top here, so you guys feel free to pause the video and read it yourselves, entirely up to you. But we have got the features listed here. They look a bit small, but hopefully we can find a lot more features later on in the video while we're doing a bit of a walk around and test flying the aircraft out ourselves. So the features listed here, we have got a SkyTech plane kit, mesh build, UV maps, base maps, PBR textures, animations, interior, first officer kit, and of course realistic scale of the aircraft, which is actually really cool. And the best thing about this is actually this aircraft is for free, guys. Like, that is absolutely crazy to see a ROBLOX Aviation aircraft for free. And of course, when we even looked around the aircraft just before we moved on to the Discord features listed, it looked really realistic as well. So hopefully we do find a lot more features about the aircraft. But as well, there's no price to this aircraft. For it to be free as well, it's absolutely amazing for Workspace Technologies to have this out. And there are some other aircrafts as well that they have provided for free as well. So if you are looking to start an airline, or your airline is on a budget and you are struggling for Robux and money, you do have the option to come to Workspace Technologies, and they have got a handful of aircrafts for free as well. And you also can check out the Discord and link description down below and check out their other assets and aircrafts as well. So that's everything about the features about the aircraft. So hopefully we're going to go back onto the game, see some more cool, interesting features, and hopefully we can tick the boxes off on the features listed here and give it a little test run. So let's go. And we are back on the game, guys, to look at this Boeing 747-8i. Now this is actually quite huge, to be fair. So for it to say it's actually at the scale, I gotta say that's got to be the first feature ticked off. Because you see, I'm walking on the grass, guys. That's how crazy it is. Like, you guys see how the engines are as well. They're actually quite huge as well. They've actually got a lot of detail to the engine as well. I've got to give them a bit of a shout out for that. Of course, looking around the aircraft as well, I've noticed a few things. I've got a lot of decals on the aircraft, like with the engine logo that we saw just over there. And of course some warning signs and stuff like that. I've got to say, it's absolutely massive, to be fair. And I'm actually quite excited for an airline on ROBLOX Aviation to use such an absolute amazing aircraft like this for their airline, especially if you guys out there, looking to start an airline or on a budget or struggling for Robux and money. You have got this option right here, and of course, like I said, guys, they have got other aircrafts as well. So you guys could, try and check these guys out, because it's actually quite amazing. This is actually quite well developed as well. And you guys can see here as well, that the gears as well, it's actually quite detailed as well. We even got the wheels as well, the bolts and screws. You can actually see that as well. And the best thing as well, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I do have the feature when we are going to taxi the aircraft later on in the video, that the wheels do move as well. For a free aircraft, this is absolutely amazing, guys. It's absolutely crazy to see how much detail as well, including on the exterior. Now, I'm actually quite excited for the interior of the aircraft. Like, we even got the, the landing lights here. Hopefully the bulbs of those lights illuminate later on in the video. But the one issue that I am going to mention is there's no actual ground crew features. So, like, there isn't any, like, chokes or anything here. There is a cargo door on the back side there, and of course on the front side of the aircraft as well. But you can open it from the outside, which I did try checking later on in the video when I'm flying around the aircraft, including the doors as well. I don't think you can open the doors on the outside either, but for an aircraft like this, so you guys that are developers of an airline, you have got that idea and that feature as well to to develop the aircraft even more and add those chokes and stuff like that. Now, the one thing I am going to do is go and look into the cargo hold, because I'm pretty sure that it does have one. So I am going to have to go into free cam mode here because I can't open the door. But if I go into here, we have got the cargo hold. Yes, we do. And of course, it is absolutely enormous as well. It's actually quite crazy to see. So you guys with the prop baggage system, you guys can put this in. You can add like a load of bags in here. This is absolutely crazy. So let's go to the back one as well, which is here. I nearly missed out. It's quite small, but it's actually quite, detailed and realistic to the actual Boeing 747 as well. But I think most people will probably go to the front side putting cargo. We've even got another door here as well for cargo, which is absolutely crazy. I didn't expect that. I didn't even see that then. So that's actually quite another feature as well. You got like 3 cargo doors as well to choose from. It's absolutely amazing to see. So what we're going to do, guys, now, we are going to go into the interior of the aircraft, so let's go. So moving on into the interior of the Boeing 747. Now, the one thing I am going to say is that when I usually do these tech review videos, I do have like a little sneak peek around like an aircraft, an airport, or an asset. So I try and like have a look around, try and get you guys more interested in buying an asset, aircraft, or airports for like your airlines, or if you're looking to start an airline. I try and do these things to help you guys trying to, you know, progress in your airlines in ROBLOX Aviation. But however, I've not done that, so hopefully me and you guys watching this video, we can try and find as many cool features as possible in the interior of the aircraft and see what happens. So the first thing we are seeing right now, we have got some curtains, we've got some exit signs, we've got the lavatories, we even got the overhead bin lockers here, we even got the air conditioning and the lights. I believe they do not work, so you guys as airline owners or developers of an airline, you will need to add this in yourselves. But for a free aircraft, they've already got these little cool assets added into the interior, which is actually really awesome to see. They even got like the textures perfect as well for the windows. It actually looks really awesome to see. And I'm pretty sure this is where like the business class or the first class sits, so you guys will probably have to correct me in the comments and have a go at me. But I'm pretty sure this is where like the business class or first class do sit. It actually looks kind of like sort of like an area would, because you have got like the mood lights in here. Like look at the ceiling, guys. For a free aircraft, they put a lot of good detail and hard work into it. So Workspace Technologies, you've done a really awesome job. And a cool feature as well, I didn't really actually realise, there's the door here. So I think this is like where the engineers go. I think this is like, because I think the nose open does open on the 747. I do believe so. Hopefully in the first officer kit or the captain seat, they do have that system where the nose does open. I'm not quite sure, so hopefully it does, because that'd be a really cool feature for like ground crew and stuff like that to add into their role playing with your airline. We have got the lavatories as well, but I have checked, so unfortunately they do not open, so as you airline owners or developers, you will need to add that in yourselves. We have got another cool ceiling here. We've got some like fancy pictures. Oh, the pictures do change. That's actually pretty cool. Wow, that's actually pretty awesome. Like, again, guys, for a free aircraft, they put a lot of detail into it. I gotta say, if you guys are looking to start an airline, go to Workspace Technologies. These guys have got brilliant aircraft straight away. I'm not even flown it yet, and I'm saying this is absolutely brilliant. So the one thing I haven't done is the doors. So I am going to open the door, so hopefully it does have the animation to open the door. And I'm actually looking forward to see if the handle moves or not. This is actually quite an interesting thing to see. And the handle doesn't move, but the door actually does open in a smooth... It's actually really smooth, it does. I'm actually quite like that. It's actually pretty awesome. But the thing is, like, again, guys, I did say that you can't open the door on the exterior. You have to open it in the interior, so you probably have to use, like, admin commands, I think, to open the door. Which is a bit of a disappointment for anybody, like, spawning in the aircraft and you don't want to, like, you know, like, fly into it and stuff like that with admin commands, because I know that a lot of aircrafts do fling away. But I'm pretty sure you can open it with the fly command. So, let me just see. Let me just add the fly command in, so... hopefully the aircraft doesn't fly away. And it does open from the exterior, which I'm actually quite happy now, because I'm actually, was going to say, a little disappointed if it doesn't open from the outside. But it does anyway if you do use an admin command to fly, or the jetways as well to use, or the air stairs to open the door to let your cabin crew and passengers on. So moving forward into the interior, wow, I am actually impressed. Look at the textures, look at the ceiling as well. That's actually quite impressive. We've even got the stairs as well. It's actually got a lot of detail. You actually see some light as well, which is actually pretty awesome to see. We even got a little animation saying please fasten your seatbelt. That's actually pretty awesome. We even got more overhead bins. We got the, you know, the lights, the air conditioning. Like the ceiling, they've actually done a really awesome job. Like, this is actually quite impressive. We've got more exit signs. We've even got the curtains as well. And I think this is, yep, there it is. I was going to say this is probably like the cabin crew galley area. And it does, we have got like the detail of the trolleys. We've got the, you know, the ovens and the hot boiling water and stuff like that. We can't actually see through it, but like, guys, it is a free aircraft, so don't expect a lot. But I am expecting a lot right now, because with it being a free aircraft, I've actually been quite impressed with how much detail they put in. But you guys as airline owners or developers can probably fix that, or Workspace Technologies will probably update the aircraft in the future. So I think the curtains do move, because I did actually walk past it, and yes, it does. Yep, they do open and close. That is absolutely impressive. I'm actually quite amazed. This is probably like my most favourite aircraft. We've even got like the world map here. Like this is actually pretty awesome. Like, they actually added a lot of good detail. Like the stairs as well. You've even got glass as well. You don't really see that, which is actually pretty cool. We've got some fire safety equipment. We've got some more cabin crew galley stuff right here. I think on the other side it's pretty much the same as well. Fire safety equipment, the galley, stuff like that. We even got a curtain as well, again to close, which is actually quite cool. And I'm actually quite impressed as well. We've even got more seating, we've even got another animation as well saying fasten your seatbelts there, guys. It's actually pretty awesome to see. We even got a bigger lavatory this time, so I think you guys are probably, as the airline owners or developers, will add your own lavatory there. We have got some microwaves, got another cabin area, got some fire safety equipment again. We even got the cabin crew seating, we even got the telephone and stuff like that. I'm going to take a seat later on, guys, to see if the aircraft does have a cabin manager panel or whatever you want to guys call it, like the mood lighting system and stuff like that, because I know a lot of you guys are confused when I say it. So like your systems where like the seatbelt signs and mood lighting and stuff like that, that's what I'm saying about your cabin manager panel system. And the one thing I actually just realised as well, they've even got like the magazine pockets here, which is actually pretty awesome to see. So it's actually sort of helping you guys to know where to put your seats as well. So it's giving you a good idea, especially with the lines as well, telling you like where to put your seats as well, which is actually quite impressive as well. So we have got more of a back cabin here, which is actually pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure I can go through here. Oh. Yep, this is the little secrets of the aircraft, but I don't think we're supposed to see that. But we have got some more cabin crew seats right here. We've got the cabin gallery here again, so you guys being like cabin crew for your airline and stuff like that, you can roleplay a lot back here with your microwaves and cabin trolleys and ovens and stuff like that, which is actually pretty awesome to see. And we have got two massive lavatories again, which don't open, so you guys like airline owners again and developers, you will need to add that in yourselves. So we are going to take a look upstairs. The stairs as well is actually quite impressive to see, and I'm actually going to... Oh wow, we've even got more detail in the cabin trolleys there, guys. It's actually quite impressive. And this is where... Oh, we've even got glass. Oh, I'm actually really amazed at this. Wow, I'm actually quite impressed. And this is where you're probably like your investors or first classes would usually be, or something like that. I'm pretty sure. I can't really remember which classes go where, so someone in the comments will probably tell me which class goes where, because I've not really watched videos on 747 in like ages. And a fun fact, actually, I actually flown on a 747, but unfortunately I was only 2 years old, so I can't remember it. So I was with my family going on holiday, so I can't really remember it, so I do apologise. I can't really fully remember what happened, but at least I can help somewhat in this review. But however, I'm actually quite impressed with the amount of space as well. Like you even got like a good amount of space to put like your first class or investor seats and stuff like that here, which is actually quite cool to see. We even got another curtain as well to designate to which side is what. And I think over here we've even got more cabin gallery, so you guys can role play and stuff like that, which is actually pretty cool to see. And the one thing I did see, here we go, you can actually close the door as well, which is actually quite impressive. Can I open it again? Yes, I can. And I'm actually quite impressed with the aircraft. With Workspace Technologies, you've done a really awesome job. We've been a free aircraft, guys. It's actually quite impressive. So I'm actually quite interested for you guys to go onto their Discord and download their other free aircrafts as well. I was about to sit in the cabin crew seat, and I just realised when I was looking at the recording that I've only just noticed this on the walls. I just got a bit of information about 747-8. And I'm pretty sure I'm sort of right about who goes where and what class. So I think that's where the first class goes, and you got like the business class or like premium economy or something like that sits on the top and the bottom here. And of course, I'll continue downwards there. You got like probably like premium economy and stuff like that, or business for you guys in the airlines. And then you've got the whole economy system in the back of the aircraft, which is actually quite interesting to see an information board about the aircraft as well, which is actually quite good. So I'm going to take a seat on the cabin crew seat here. So can I take a seat is the question. No, I can't. I'm going to have to check another one, which is quite embarrassing. Probably because it's group lots, I don't know. So if I try this one, maybe no. Maybe this one? Oh, there we go. Oh, I can take a seat in the cabin crew seat, but it's not animated. So unless it's button wise, because you just see like the button appear. There we go. So I can just press E. Does it animate? No, it doesn't. I'm just floating in midair. So hopefully you guys as airline owners or developers will probably have to add your own cabin crew seats for animations. But however, we have got the mood lighting system. It's only quite basic, but it's actually quite interesting to see as well. Again, with it being free aircraft, we have got that feature in here as well. So we are going to take a look. So if I I think it's on normal already or bright, I'm not quite sure. So if I put it to, can I jump off the seat? Will it disappear? Yeah, it will disappear. So we'll have to go back on the seat. So it's not like a mobile where you can take it with you. So, which is actually a good feature as well, because I know a lot of trolls out there and airlines that forget to group lock stuff like mood lighting and the systems. The people like trollers usually like to mess with the mood lighting, but thankfully it's only on the seat. So we are going to put it onto normal, and I think it's already on normal, so no difference there. So let's put it onto bright. The lights do change to white on like the wall ceilings here, which is actually quite interesting to see. Let's put it to relax, and it does change it to blue, and we've even got a bit of purple going on right there, guys, which is actually quite interesting to see. And it does change the lights as well to blue. I'm pretty sure them lights changed as well on top, so I'm going to have a look. So if I put it to, let's say, night, oh, the lights do change on there as well. That's actually pretty nice. So the light is on night, but unfortunately being a daytime game, it's not really showing that much night. So I'm assuming the lights go like dim down, so you guys can have like a nice sleep as passengers. Cabin crew can have a rest. The pilots can probably have a little sleep as well while in cruise mode. We have got the other options as well of vibe, which is actually quite, wow, I'm actually quite impressed, to be fair. I mean, there's a bit of an error here with the development, but you know, nothing too serious. As long as the aircraft flies, that's all that matters. I'm actually quite impressed with the colour scheme going on here. So if I move it to sight, what does sight mean? Oh, there we go. We've got more brighter colours. So we've got like yellow, we've got like green as well. And I think that's about it really with the colours. You know, not really much to it, but like again, it is a free aircraft, so you guys will probably need to add your own like cabin manager panel system in and stuff like that. But again, guys, with it being a negative, but turn it into a positive, it's like you like trawlers and stuff like that. You know, you can always sit on the seat to use the lighting and stuff like that. So it's actually pretty awesome to see. So what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna go into the first officer seat, see what their systems are like. Then we're gonna have a little fly around and stuff like that, and then I'll give my final feedback. So let's go. So before I go into the first officer seat, guys, I just want to say something here, and I'm actually quite impressed again with it being such a free aircraft. I've got to say they've added so much good detail. Like, look at the flight deck, guys. You can see all the buttons, you see the nozzles and stuff like that. It's actually really awesome to see. And there are some ROBLOX Aviation tech groups out there that don't even have this awesome feature added into the aircrafts. So people that are spending like thousands on aircrafts, like you guys don't have this opportunity to have a flight deck. And this is actually really awesome to see, and I'm actually really impressed. You even got the two seats as well for like the engineers and the flight control and stuff like that as well. And you've even got like the little engine power going on here and stuff like that. You even got the gear like handle there, which is actually pretty cool. So you can got the display screens, so hopefully they do work, and including the joysticks as well. Hopefully they do work as well. But I got to say as well, this is absolutely amazing. Like, I hope ROBLOX technology groups like Aviation Wise take a look at this and say, where are we going wrong? This is where you're going wrong, guys. You're not adding a flight deck into your aircraft because people want to see this stuff. And with it being such a free technology, adding this in already for you guys paying thousands of Robux and money buying aircrafts, take a look at these guys. You've got all this here straight away. This is absolutely impressive. We're now in the first officer seat. I've changed the time of day in game so you guys take a look at the light system, because I know in the last previous like aircraft reviews that I've done, I've had to wait for like, the time of the world to change, or I didn't have admin commands in the previous one to show you guys the lights properly. So thankfully I'm on my own game, so I can add the aircraft in and stuff like that to it. So there isn't a testing game or anything, guys. You will need to download the like aircraft yourselves, have a little test run on your own games and stuff like that. So anyway, we have got to the first officer controls. We've got the lights, we've got the doors, the engines, the avionics, and the flight control system as well. So we are going to take a look at the lights first. So we have got the options of the land, taxi, strobe, navigation, and beacon. So we are going to start with the beacon one, and you can see straight away, guys, they do illuminate, which is actually pretty awesome to see. I'm actually trying to look around the aircraft to see if the bottom one, and I can confirm from my point of view, it does illuminate on the bottom of the aircraft as well. I can hide this, which is actually pretty awesome to see. So you guys in the flight, like first officer seat, if you want to take photos, you've got the option to hide the first officer controls. So putting it back on, we're going to take a look at the navigations, and you can actually see the navigation do illuminate. So you can see the tail light as well illuminating, which is actually pretty awesome to see. Of course, we are going to turn on the strobe lights, and they do actually flicker, which is actually pretty awesome to see. Now the navigation, I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure there's supposed to be like the green and red lights as well on the wings. I'm not quite sure. So if I go into free cam mode, just very quickly, just have a look. They do illuminate, but they're not as bright, which is a little disappointing. But like again, guys, it is a free aircraft, so it is expected for little things like this. But hopefully in the future, if the developers are watching this, they can hopefully add that in the future when they do update the aircraft, if they do. So we have got the landing lights as well, and the bulbs do illuminate, and we have got the glow as well, which is actually pretty awesome to see. And of course then we've got the taxi light, which is of course the front wheels, and they do illuminate as well. You can see the bulbs and of course the illumination from the lights as well, which is actually pretty awesome to see. I'm actually quite impressed as well with the lighting system, and it's not overcomplicated as well, which is actually pretty awesome to see. And I gotta say, the light's actually pretty cool. I'm a little disappointed on the green and the red light on the wing of the navigation, but however, I'm actually quite impressed with that. I'm actually pretty cool. So moving on, I've changed the time of day again, so I could see, like, you guys can see, have a good look at like the flaps and stuff like that. So it's actually why I keep changing the time of day, so I do apologise for that. Now, taking a look at the door system, we have got the doors right here, and we also got a door lock, which is actually pretty cool to see. So if you guys do forget to put your group ranking on the aircraft, so you have got the option in the first officer seat to put the door lock so trolls don't keep opening the door during your flights. So I gotta take a look. So I go with 1L, which is the one I opened earlier, and then you guys can see that I can open it from the first officer seat, which is actually pretty awesome to see, and also close it as well, which again is pretty cool to see. And of course we have got the cargo one, so I'm going to hide the UI, sorry. So I'm going to go with the first cargo door, so I'm going to have to quickly hide it. And you guys can see that the door does open with a very smooth animation as well, which is actually really awesome to see. And then I can just close it just like that, which is actually, again, a smooth animation. I can't complain too much. It's actually cool to see. So moving onwards, we have got the avionics, so that's like the nose. I actually got a nose maintenance, so let's take a look at this. So we click on the nose maintain, and it does actually open as well. It's actually pretty cool to see, and I'm actually quite impressed with that. So well done, developers. I'm actually really impressed. And then we have got the RAT, which is known as Ram Air Turbine. So we are going to click on this button here. So I will have to hide the UI again. So I do apologise for this, guys. It's because it's quite overloaded, the UI. But however, it's not as complicated as most aircrafts I've seen on ROBLOX Aviation. So I'm going to click on the RAT, and it should open just here or where my mouse is, guys. And I'm going to zoom in as well so you guys have a look. And you guys can see as well, it does have a smooth animation. It actually has got it there as well, which is actually really cool to see. So I'm going to try and put the RAT away, and you guys see it is folded and it's going back into the wing, which is actually really cool to see. I'm actually quite impressed with this aircraft already. So we have got the gears and the APU, so we are going to do the gear option. So if we click on gears, and then of course we are going to hide the first officer controls again and have a little look. So I'm going to go in free cam.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Sorry, I didn't mean to upset the aircraft. I do apologise.
Pull up, 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 pull up.
That actually scared me. Oh wow, I didn't expect the aircraft to scream at me for putting the gears away on the ground. But you guys can see that the aircraft does stay afloat, levitated, whatever you guys want to call it. So if your first officer does accidentally press the gears, you don't have to worry. And of course, I've not actually anchored the aircraft, so there we go. And I actually forgot to do that. So again, that's a good test to see, and a cool feature for you guys, that the aircraft, so if it isn't anchored, you guys, if you do accidentally press the gears, the aircraft doesn't just go straight down and onto the tarmac. It just stays where it is, levitated. So you guys don't need to worry if your first officer does accidentally press the gear button. And we have got the APU as well, which I'm assuming does make a lot of noise. So if we turn on the APU first, and we are going to go around, and it does make noise as well. And the fact that they've added the sounds as well is actually really cool and impressive, guys. That is absolutely amazing. I'm actually looking forward to see if the engines have the noise as well, like a little start up, shut down, cruise mode. I'm actually looking forward to that. So we have got the APU on, which is the first step to being in the captain's seat. So we have got the flaps up next. I'm hoping these do have a sound as well. So it does say idle at the moment, so I need to set the flaps to 5. So it's actually, at the moment, it's actually on the standstill flaps. So if I click on 5, oh my, that is loud. That is really, really loud. And you guys actually hear as well, it actually has got the noise as well, which is actually really cool to see. So if I quickly go inside, I actually want to check this out. So if I go inside, does it make the noise, like a different noise? I know, like, I think it's like Zerotech or Airware that have that little feature, so the flaps moving from the outside, it sounds louder, but inside it actually sounds like you're actually on an aircraft. So if I click on, let's say 15. Not really, it's a bit of the same noise difference, but a bit more deeper, if you get what I mean. It has got that little feature, but I am going to leave the flaps as it is, because it is quite loud. I have got the speed brake as well, so we put it on half, which I'm not quite sure, it's not working. So I put it in full. Oh my, the wing flex as well, guys. Did you see that? The wings just moved as well. And we've got the spoilers. This aircraft is amazing, wow. So if I put it onto half, will that do anything? I think I'm doing something wrong here, guys. I think I am, so I'm not quite sure, so I think someone watching this video will probably have to let me know in the comments where I'm going wrong with that. And then we got the trim, so we have got like, let's say it's a 0, so that's that's like the back wings here, so you guys can see. So I put it like to -1. You can actually see it move. You actually see it moving as well. Like, when has a ROBLOX Aviation aircraft had this feature where you guys can move the back wings? Like, I'm actually speechless. I'm actually really speechless. It's actually really impressive. For a free aircraft, this is absolutely crazy. So we have got the engines, so I am going to turn on the reverse thruster, so I do apologise in advance if it is really loud. I'm not sure why it's loud. I've only got my ROBLOX audio on like the 1 bar, so I'm not quite sure why it's loud, but at least you guys can hear the sounds, because I know a lot of aircrafts on ROBLOX Aviation, you can't hear the sounds. But we are going to turn the reverse thrusters, so let's see if the animations work. The animations do work, and all 4 engines are in the reverse thruster mode, which is actually really awesome to see. So we are going to turn it on, well, turn it off, sorry, I've already turned it on. We're going to turn it off, and you get to see again, guys, you can see the smooth animation. Of course, the flaps as well, the flaps do go back in as well if you turn on the reverse thruster, which is actually really cool features again, which is actually really awesome to see. So we are going to take a look at this. So I did say engine fire and accidentally clicked it off, so I do apologise when I was trying to hide the UI. But however, we have got extinguish, and of course we have got explosion, so I'm not quite sure what any of that means, but we are going to take a look at this. So if I click on this one, oh my, that's quite scared me a little bit. And it actually has got an engine fire, even the engine is disappearing. That is actually quite impressive. So if you guys are actually on, like, if you guys get this aircraft, it's like you guys can roleplay an actual emergency on the aircraft. It's actually really awesome to see. Your passengers can be going crazy in the chat. I'm actually quite impressed. Like, that's actually really amazing. So I think it's supposed to extinguish it. So it's extinguish it, and see if it does actually disappear after it. I have to click on this. I'm trying to click on it to see if it disappears. It probably doesn't. I don't actually know. But, oh, there we go. I think you need to press on that again, guys, or something. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure what the extinguish one does, but I'm pretty sure it does. I think it's just a bit of a time delay in the scripts or something like that. But you guys have to see the engine fire does disappear, and the engine is running. But I'm assuming when the other engines are on, this engine is like doesn't work anymore, which is actually really cool, and I can see that's just going absolutely crazy and mental. So I think when it's in the air, it just flies off, so I can see your passengers in the chat going mental already. So I'm going to probably have to restart the game just so you guys can have a good look at the engines when I do start them up. So give me 1 second, guys. And we are back on the game, guys. So I am going to click on start engine mode. I will put this in a little free cam montage for you guys, because I know some people did say that they can't hear the engine noise, or I put music over it and stuff like that. I do apologise. It's just because when I go back into the editing, I'm trying to speak, the engine noise is louder than when I'm trying to speak and explain things and like that, so I will have to probably do that afterwards, so you guys have like a little montage of me starting the engine, shutting down the engines, taking off, so you guys have a little listen to the engine noises as well. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Wow, was that impressive or what, guys? A free aircraft with engine noises, so these ROBLOX Aviation tech groups need to watch this and see where they're going wrong, because I've seen aircrafts where you have to pay thousands and thousands of Robux to pay so many good aircrafts just for it not to have any engine noises, flap noises, APU, anything like that. That's absolutely crazy. So I'm hoping that ROBLOX Aviation tech groups are watching this and go, you know what, I'm going to add engine noises to my aircrafts now, because I think customers will buy my aircraft more instead of going to the same one over and over again. This is absolutely crazy and impressive. So we're now in the captain seat, so you guys can see here's the SkyTech flight deck controls. So we have reviewed this before, but we have got like the heading, we've got the altitude, we've got the speed, we've got the throttle, we've got the anchor option, we've even got the gear as well. So if your first officer does disconnect, you do have that gear option just in case in emergency. And then we have got the controls on the side here, so we've got like engine, increase, decrease, gear again, we've got exit, so we've got to get control of the aircraft. So at the moment I am idle, so I can have a look around. And of course we have got the touchdown speed at 251, and of course the stall speed at 240. And I got to say as well, I'm moving the mouse, and you guys can actually see the gears do move, which is actually really cool to see. And including the wings as well, you guys can actually see like the wings flexing as well and seeing me move as well, which is actually really cool to see. So if I go into the control, you guys can see straight away that I am got full control of the aircraft, and seeing the gears move as well, actually quite impressive. So I'm going to turn on. I do apologise for cutting that there. I didn't expect the engines to turn on, but that is actually pretty cool to see as well. So if you've not got a first officer for your flight, guys, you've got already the option for the gears. You've got the engine as well. So like I've literally pressed the E button to turn on engines, to try and move the aircraft, and you guys actually see the engines have turned on, which is pretty cool. So you can't hear them because of course I've turned them off straight away, but if I turn them back on, you guys can hear the sound again. But again, guys, if your first officer does disconnect, you've got the two options for the engines to work. You've even got the start up, the shutdown for the engines, including got the gear and the anchor as well. So I'm actually quite impressed with this aircraft. So let's give it a little test fly around, and then I'll give you my final feedback at the end. So I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys did enjoy me flying around. I wasn't quite sure what happened during the takeoff. Maybe I did something wrong, I'm not really quite sure. But I got to say my final feedback about the aircraft, I'm really impressed. For a free aircraft, I'm really speechless as well. Because throughout the video you guys actually see that I was struggling to get like more words out and try and like say more positive things about the aircraft. But I got to say it's really impressive to see a tech group in ROBLOX Aviation 2026 selling free aircraft. So if you guys are looking to start an airline or on a budget, I do highly recommend checking out Workspace Technologies. And I want to give a massive shout out to all the developers as well working on other aircrafts in their tech group. And to add as well, there were so many cool features I could see, especially with the engine wind at the back of the engines as well, the noises like the APU, the flaps, the engines, everything. It was just amazing, including the animations as well was smooth with the cargo doors and the doors opening. Including when you go into the pilot seat, everything moves around like the gears and stuff, the wings and stuff, including the wing flex as well, was absolutely crazy to see. And the one thing I actually want to say, because I was going to mention it, was the wheels do actually spin as well when you do move the aircraft, which is really cool to see. So like again guys, I do highly recommend checking these guys out if you are starting an airline or on a budget and stuff like that, because they have got other aircrafts and assets for free if you are looking to start in ROBLOX Aviation in 2026. And that's everything on today's video, so I hope you guys did enjoy this tech review video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, turn on bell notifications because you'll be notified every time I upload. Everything is in the link description down below, so check out my airline as well, Icelandair, and also check out Workspace Technologies. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys soon.